So in 7th, I've got Aston Villa. As I mentioned previously about Wolves, there's honestly about 5 big clubs in Birmingham that I can name right off the bat. You know, obviously Villa, Wolves, Birmingham, West Brom. Is that just 4? I feel like I'm forgetting another big club in Birmingham, but either way. Obviously beating Bayern in 1982, that's a big accomplishment for the Villa. That's 22 big trophies, man, and a big fan base. There's even people around me, you know, near Buxton, as Villa fans, which is crazy to me. I don't know, obviously not too long ago, they were in the Championship and only just survived relegation in like 2021, I think it was. They're still massive, and I feel like they're finally now performing to the level they should be in terms of the club size. I don't think you can argue with them being any lower than 7th. You know, geographically being that part of the UK and being as big as they are and having that much of a fan base, I think that's solid in 7th. Okay, now we're getting to the big 6. And don't worry, I'm not going to be too biased. But in 6th, I've got Spurs. Obviously, there's not many Spurs fans from where I live. There's a few, to be fair, which I find quite random. Spurs are big, aren't they? Let's not chat shit. Obviously, off the back of winning the Europa League, very big win for them. Big Ange should never have been sacked.
It's just who we are, mate. It's just who we are.
You know, how can you overachieve as a club by winning silverware and still sack the manager? I think it's a joke. But they got Thomas Frank now, so, you know, swings and roundabouts. Had a lot of iconic players back in the past. You know, obviously they're going to be massive down south, but obviously huge stadium as well. Fan base wise, nowhere near as close to Arsenal and Chelsea. You could argue they probably should have won more in the past 10, 15 years.